Hi there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website, passmyinterview.com, and in this next tutorial, I will teach you how to pass a Skype interview. So if you have an online Skype interview coming up soon for any role or organization, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you be the successful candidate. And just very quickly, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because then I can help you pass every job interview you ever attend, and I can also help you progress throughout your career. And please give the video a like because that tells me you find these tutorials useful and it motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. Let's jump straight into the presentation. So to help you pass your Skype interview, I will cover the following 3 things during this tutorial. Number 1, I will tell you how you are going to be assessed by the hiring manager. Now, if you know how you are going to be assessed during your Skype interview, it makes it far easier for you to pass it. Number 2, I will give you some really important tips that will help you pass your Skype interview with flying colours. And then number 3, I will give you some Skype interview questions and top scoring example answers to help you pass. So to begin with, how will you be assessed during your online Skype interview? Well, you will be assessed against 3 different things. Number 1, you will be assessed against your organizational and planning skills. Now, the interviewer will assess how you have prepared for the Skype interview, whether everything runs smoothly from your end, and also whether or not you have made an effort in your appearance. Yes, that's right. You will be assessed against how you dress for your Skype interview. And I will cover this and more important tips as the tutorial progresses. Number 2, you will be assessed against your communication skills. Now, how you communicate during your Skype interview is vital. Now, this covers things such as how you introduce yourself at the start of your Skype interview and how you engage with the interviewer. Now, of course, it's far harder to engage with someone when it's online. So again, I will give you some really important tips to help you very soon. And number 3, you will be assessed against your answers to the Skype interview questions. Now, your answers need to be positive and on point. Now, the interviewer has other candidates they need to interview, so you must give concise answers that match the requirements of the role you have applied for. And again, I will very soon give you some top scoring, cracking answers you can use in your Skype interview. So let me now give you some really important tips that will help you pass your Skype interview. Skype interview tip number 1, make sure you download and test the Skype software the day before your interview. Now, a mistake often made by interview candidates is they only download and install the Skype software onto their device a few minutes before the interview starts. This is a really big mistake because they then aren't familiar with the platform and it gets their interview off to a bad start. Now, remember, you are being assessed against your organization and planning skills, so make sure you get familiar with the Skype software the day before your interview. Skype interview tip number 2, make sure you check your microphone, camera, and audio settings before the interview starts. So picture the scene. Your Skype interview starts and either you can't hear the interviewer or they can't hear you. Now, this happens often during Skype interviews, and it then makes you more nervous for the rest of your interview. It also shows a lack of planning on your part, so make sure you properly test your microphone, the audio, and your camera settings the day before your interview. Skype interview tip number 3, make sure you consider carefully the location that you are going to undertake your Skype interview. What's the background like behind you? Does it portray a professional image? Is the room you are going to have your Skype interview in quiet? And will it be free from distractions? Now, make sure you tell everyone in your household not to disturb you for the duration of your Skype interview, and make sure you keep any pets outside of the room, because the last thing you need is your cat jumping up on your table during your Skype interview. Skype interview tip number 4, make sure you check your Wi-Fi signal and your device battery. Now again, this is a very simple tip, but one that should not be overlooked. Test your internet and Wi-Fi signal so it does not cut out during your Skype interview. And also, make sure your device is either plugged in or fully charged. Skype interview tip number 5 is to make sure you wear a professional outfit for your Skype interview. Now, just because a Skype interview is not in person, it doesn't mean to say you can get away without dressing professionally. Now, if you came online for a Skype interview with me and you hadn't made an effort in your appearance, it tells me that you might not care, and it also tells me that you don't have the standards that I would be looking for in a potential employee. So, if I were attending a Skype interview with an employer, I would dress like this because it says a lot about me, my intentions, and my standards. Skype interview tip number 6 is a really important one, and that is to make sure you introduce yourself confidently at the start of your Skype interview. Make sure you get yourself online 10 minutes before your Skype interview is due to start. Have a glass of water next to you and have the job description printed off in front of you for reference if you need to look at it. And also, make sure you have a copy of your CV or resume in front of you. And as soon as the interviewer comes online, wave and say, "Hello, my name is Richard. Pleased to meet you. I'm really looking forward to the Skype interview today." Now, that is a great way to introduce yourself at the start of your Skype interview, and it is also positive, polite, and it shows good manners. And Skype interview tip number 7 is to make sure you practice your answers to the common Skype interview questions. Now, there is a specific bank of questions often used by hiring managers during Skype interviews. Now, my advice is to write down your answers to these questions and practice them before your Skype interview takes place. Now, whilst you do not want to be reading from a script during your Skype interview, it is acceptable to have bullet points next to you for reference if you need to refer to them. So let me now tell you those Skype interview questions to prepare for, and I will also give you some brilliant top scoring answers to help you get started. Skype interview question number 1 is, tell me about yourself. Now, this is going to be the first Skype interview question you must answer. Now, in your response, talk about the skills you have that match the job role you are applying for. Tell the interviewer one significant achievement you have gained in your life so far, and tell them what you will do in the role if they hire you. Here's my example answer. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for giving me this opportunity today. I have numerous skills and qualities that match the job role. I am an industrious person who takes responsibility for everything I do. I also make sure things are done on time and to the right standard. I am a good collaborator, and I appreciate how important it is to be a supportive co-worker. I am also positive about change and someone who wants to continually learn and improve. Now, I have worked in various roles that have given me the experience needed to come into this position and make a positive impact. I would also describe myself as a high achiever. For example, in my last role, I helped the company increase sales by suggesting new ways we could market existing and new products online. Now, if you hire me in this role, I will be commercially aware. I will be available to work the hours needed and more if required, and I will always be a positive role model for your company. Skype interview question number 2 is, so why do you want to work for us? Now, when you answer this next Skype interview question, it is imperative you tell the interviewer you have researched their company and that you are attracted to something they are renowned for. Now, let me now give you a brilliant example answer to this difficult Skype interview question. Why do you want to work for us? Here we go. I researched your company before applying for the role, and I was attracted to your impressive track record of achievement. I am someone who wants to achieve great things in my work too, so I think I will be a good match for your values and your work ethic. I also want to work for your company because, having looked on your website, it is clear you have exciting and ambitious plans for the future. Now, we spend a lot of time at work, and I want that time to be put to good use with an energetic and innovative company where I will get the most job satisfaction. Skype interview question number 3 is, Why do you want to leave your job? Wow, this is a difficult one to answer correctly. Now, when you answer this next Skype interview question, be very careful not to be disrespectful of your previous employer or work colleagues. Give a smart and professional answer that shows you have good intentions. Let's take a look at my example answer. Why do you want to leave your job? Here we go. I simply want to leave my job because I'm ready for a fresh challenge with a new company where I can continue my professional development, where my skills, qualities and knowledge will be put to good use, and where I can be part of a winning team. My employer has been very supportive. We achieved lots of great things together whilst I was there, but I am now ready for the next stage of my career, which will hopefully be with your company. Skype interview question number 4 is, what's your biggest weakness? Wow, this is a really tough one. Another difficult Skype interview question to answer correctly. Now, how you respond to this question could be the difference between a pass or a fail. Therefore, be very careful with your answer. Here's my example response to help you. What's your biggest weakness? Here we go. My biggest weakness is the fact I am not very good at public speaking or giving talks to lots of people because I get very nervous. However, this is an area I am keen to develop in, so if the opportunity came up in this role to give talks and presentations, I would love to give it a try. Now, the next thing to do, if you want to know the rest of those Skype interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for, and also download my top scoring answers, including the ones we covered today during this tutorial, is click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head through to my website passmyinterview.com and you can download my full bank of Skype interview questions and top scoring answers. It's a fantastic resource. You can have it within your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to put you ahead of the competition at your Skype interview. Make sure you check that out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's really important because then I can help you progress throughout your career, get the pay rise you deserve, and also help you to pass every job interview you ever attend. Also, give the video a like. It's a simple request, but it really motivates me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. And also, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel, and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a great day.